today we're just going to chat for a little bit, and then we're doing with the Say My Name, want to say my name. This is on TikTok Shop, so you can get this on TikTok Shop. It's on our normal site too. We're going to be doing the name transmutation for this. Okay, handcrafted and spelled to aid in turning gossip into gold. This oil transmutes, rumors and whispers into fuel and shine, amplifying your glamour and opening up doors every time your name is spoken. Every time your name leaves their lips and mouth, the energy shifts back to you. So outside of the it is, someone has to be speaking on your name and your name specifically. It could be your nickname, it could be maybe like an Instagram name, or if you have a handle, something like that, but it has to be your name said or spoken about. And then we're going to transmute it. Your mother-in-law calls you bad. Yes. First off, hello. Yes. This dress is from Tiger Mist. Brown sugar latte. Yeah. What's the difference between a shaken espresso and just like a brown sugar latte? Are they similar, you think?
A shaken espresso is like usually a lot of ice and a little bit of milk.
Oh.
And you like shake it in the thing and everything. It's more just like a quick like toss back.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I like that one too sometimes. You know what I think that we should start adding is like a OOTD for our weekly. Yeah, OOTD camps, because we're all so cutesy. Transmutation spell. Yes. Okay. Let me go over everything that I have here, and then we can get started on the spell. And I'll allow times for questions. Well, obviously, I'm just going to try not to, because I'm going to be recording this for later, and we'll have like a full spell without me yapping in between everything. But I made a water here because you guys know how I feel about water in my spells. If I can do it with a water, bitch, I'm there. You don't have to, well, I'm going to show you guys the way that I'm going to do the spell, and then I'll give you alternative ways that you can also do this to make it work. There's probably 1,035 ways you can use this oil, but I wanted to show you guys, actually, I'm going to give you a spell drawer version of this too to make it kind of easy, but I want to show you the way that one of the ways that I would like to set this up. So we've got water here that I made specifically. It's a little bit painful, but it's also like I'm taking this kind of as a not specifically road opening, but we're transmutating and alchemizing the energy that people are using when they're talking about you or saying your name and all those kind of things. Maybe it's your business's name. Thank you, ching. Maybe it's it could be for somebody else if it's like a lover, your relationship, whatever the situation may be. I made a water for that, and I don't know if you can see. Ooh, maybe from the top cam you can see there.
Sorry, I'll
you're good. Sorry, I'll leave it here. I made a cologne. It's a spiritual cologne, and then in the middle I have camphor placed in the middle with like 3 drops of oil here that we're gonna kind of use as the eye, and I'll stir it up later. But can you do more? Do 2 names at once if they're associated with the same thing. If it's you and your partner, maybe you and a friend, or you and a coworker, yes. I wouldn't do it if you don't spend a lot of time together. And also, here's the thing, it's transmutating it into opportunities. It could be like money, it's opportunities, good things happening to you when they're speaking negatively or ill will or whatever. Fill in the word here. So it's also kind of, I would do it different because other people and the way that their spirits are going to work with them and doors will be open for them are going to be a little bit of different things, unless you are really similar in the things that you are looking to like the outcome is going to be. So we've got the water that I made here, and I can show you guys how to make that later on Patreon if you want the specific water blend. Or it's this, I'm going to call it a water. It's a spiritual cologne. So I've got the big jars today because we don't have bags here at this location. Actually, let me go through this. I've got a cinnamon broom to cleanse my space. In here I have 1 pyrite tumble. And then I have a shell with black obsidian sheen, which are great for transmutations. And those kind of spells that we want. It's also, you can use them for painful things, but I'm using it for transmutation. If you have like black obsidian, like full crystals or like a tower or tumble, that's fine, but I didn't have any, so I'm using chips. I do sell herbs on the website, so we'll put that there. For the herbs that I'm using today, actually, hold up, we also have, this is my incense holder, hagstone. I'm using saffron incense. Yeah. Am I? There's no saffron in here. That's crazy. That's actually sad. Wait. Do you have a clove one? Oh, wait. No, there's nothing in here. Empty. I was so excited. Okay, well, for herbs, we're going to use stinging nettle. I have, this says sage, but it's bay leaf because we're going to write our intentions on here. You'll see what we're doing with that. We've got lemongrass. Hello, sunshine. Hello. No, I know, Paulina, that's the worst. Like, we have cloves because cloves are great. This is great for dominance. It's good for evil eye stuff. It's good for bringing in money. It's good for a lot of things. And then we're gonna use mugwort. I love this herb. Hey, 444, is there? Hey, what's tea, girl? Hey. Lemongrass, yes. We can have a list of herbs at the end. No, you're spelling your nail polish with Lucky Girl. It's Siren. It's everything. I almost took a drink of this. And then last up, we have dillweed, which is good for a lot of like the money bringing in the luck, but it's also great for evil eye work. And that's what I feel like the base of this, because let's be honest, if we're transmutating, like people are talking about you and obviously they're not saying good things. That's why we're transmuting and alchemizing the energy into better things. They're not sitting here being like, oh my God, she's so pretty. And they mean it. They're like, they're talking, or they're saying things and it's backhanded. They're counting your pockets, all those things. So these are kind of the herbs that I feel like go really good with what they're both for luck, money, and road opening, but we're also doing like warding off evil, transmuting energy with the mugwort, and then we're using the bay leaf because we're going to write on it and everything. Also, what you're going to need, I have a black obsidian, not sheen, just a black obsidian scrying mirror. You're going to need any type of mirror. I've been doing, because also, if you wanted to, because a lot of people are asking what her glamour is, if you wanted to, I'm going to do it for road opening opportunities. Like the more you talk about me, the better my business and things in my life go. But like, if you want to do this for beauty, you can. I like these mirrors because once I bless or imbue and enchant them, this sits on my altar and just continues to work. So I have 2 of these pieces here. You really only need 1, but you need any type of mirror you can get, like small, big, whatever, it doesn't matter. The multifacetedness, I'm trying to give you guys different options so you can take this spell and kind of change it for whatever outcome you're looking for when you're transmuting. Obviously, if you want to do more glamours, you can get a couple. You know what I would get? You know what would have been really good? If you want to do like a glamour, like transmute into better glamours, get yourself a rose as well. Get yourself some yarrow, which is good for negative self-talk. I would also get some juniper berries. So change that up. Okay. And then over here, I have, where did my candles go? Oh, I have 1 green and 1 red candle. Keep the red candle, no, just for the spell. The green is going to be for money. You could use orange, you could use yellow for the road opening of like the opportunities to switch. If you want to do glamour, I would do a black to protect your beauty and then also like a pink or a gold. If you wanted more confidence, I would use a black as well for protection. Then I would do like a gold or a yellow. So it just depends. This green color would be whatever you're trying to change the energy into. Vervain and hawthorn berries. I love a hawthorn berry. Girl, you need to write a book or something. He'll help. I also have a fireproof dish that we're going to place the water in. And then for me, because you know I love, once again, the water, the ocean, I have 3 pieces of sea glass that is clear. And then 2 amber, what color is this? Brown amber bottles. Girl, I thought you were AI. Hey. Scary. This looks so good. So yeah, that's all of our elements. Do you mind repeating what the spiritual water is? I can show you guys how I made it. The base of it is a couple different things. Also, here's the thing. The reason why I really like to use water in spells is because you can program it. And this is like scientifically proven that you can program water to do different things. And for this, I really want, and for the mirror, so we're going to be amplifying. And well, so the black obsidian, this is like layered. And I feel like I'm better sometimes explaining this right now because I start explaining one thing and then my brain jumps to the other thing. And then I'm like, okay, I need to explain that. And I come back. Help, my ADHD is literally rampant. We're using the black obsidian because it's great for transmuting. It's also good for alluring and attracting things, like the energy towards it. I think of like, it's kind of like black hole, like the vacuum, like sucking things closer. Then we're going to sit, well, you'll see it in the spell, but we're going to sit the water on top of it, which we've programmed. It's a spiritual cologne. So I've got a couple different things. We have camphor, we have some of this oil, and a bunch of different other spiritual colognes and elements that I like. They're alcohol based, so it just kind of depends. A lot of things that I like for both road opening and also it's kind of, I go siren allure because I do want, like, once go ahead, this spell is not stopping anybody from speaking on you, like, at all. You actually want them to because things turn your way. So I'm kind of charming the name too. So there's a couple of allure things, like a come to me is in here, those kind of things. I also have holy water, so then like things can stay pure while we're muting it because you don't want like dirty, like, because we're doing money for here, but if you wanted to do glamours, you don't want like dirty money coming your way, and or like if you feel fine with stealing someone else's beauty to make yours better, that's fine. I don't need like don't start one, won't be none. I don't need to take any of theirs, but I do need it amplified, you know, like so. That's what's in here with a little bit of oil on top. Normal mirror, yeah, you don't need to use a black obsidian mirror if you don't have one. And that's why we have the chips over here, just to like show in a different facet of the options. If you have black obsidian chips, or maybe you have crystals, or like a tumble or a figure, because you guys, I feel like a lot of you guys probably have the gargoyles, that would work here too. Can you use the fast luck and money oil with this? Yes, I would, to change it and have it be quick. But I fear people that have had this and bought this in the past, like so many people's videos on this, it does work quickly. Okay, we're gonna start the spell here. And I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. We would have an incense. I also would smoke this room out. I don't need to do that. Well, should we?
Why not?
Why not? So I do have a cinnamon broom. It is, what flavor? Do we have clove? If not, I'll take the vanilla sandalwood. Cinnamon broom / brooms are in general are great for clearing energy. So we're just gonna clear off the dust. I'm gonna dip my hands. I'm gonna also dip my hand, and I'm trying not to mess up with the little eye. Granted, it's moving. I want this kind of be in the middle. Vanilla body oils, we do. It's the Vanilla Girl perfume oil. So I put my hands in the water because it's a spiritual cologne and it's got cleansing things in it. But I also, you guys know I like to prep my hands and feet severely before spell work. This smells great. I just scratched my face. So. What's in the water? I can show you guys how to make it. I've been kind of telling you some of the things, but I haven't divulged fully. Ooh, golden sandalwood. We'll use her. Golden sandalwood. Thank you, Gigi. Everybody say thank you. Frankincense good for a lot of things. Cleansing, clearing, purification. Okay. So you, before any spells, obviously you want to cleanse and clear your home from back to front fully. If you have any like big things like I don't know, flows, or if you are, I'm lighting this behind here because you guys can see it on tweet, but I can't get in trouble on TT for the flame. You want to make sure that your house is cleaned up, like there's no like piles of clothes or trash, everything's stagnant. Like we need to cleanse and clear that out. Camphor is bomb. I have camphor in this. I love camphor. Bad. Yeah, cleanse your home before all spells. Yes, ma'am. So we cleansed our hands. Your space is cleansed. And then I also lit an incense that we're going to use to cleanse every item. But then also, you know, I like to use incense to like further boost the energy of the spell. It is good quality, isn't it? Huh? So I have little notes over here because I was thinking about this spell this morning, because obviously it's hard to show the actual spells that I use at home because it's like they're very close. So this is a similar spell to what I would do. And you can do these a bunch of different ways. I think that other people have been doing spells with Want to Say My Name, or maybe just talking about their experience, but like, babe, it's there. So, oh, wait. Let me put this over here because I need to put my blend together. I am going to leave my water to the side. If you guys want to know how to make this, I can make a Patreon post on it a little bit later. And then also add the spell wording to this because I'm not going to give that to you guys. No, do you always have to cast a circle? Y'all help. Cast a circle and or calling corners, which are different, but like people talk about them often. That's up to you, but I do recommend some sort of protection, whether that be wards. Well, wards and protection are slightly different, but I like having just wards up in your space to keep you protected. But also you can do a candle, like a 7-day candle that you just always have in your altar burning. You can put elements or items on your altar to keep you protected and reflecting energy away while you're doing and casting. But if you'd like to cast a full circle, do that. I always put a circle around my work, but that's just more for like pushing the energy more into what I'm doing rather than like casting a circle around my room. Okay, sorry. I have to, but it always gets. Okay, wait, what's that? Oh, cha-ching, thank you so much. Okay, so we're using, I have here, I'll spin it here and you guys can kind of see. Let's see if I can put something behind it so you guys can see. It props it up a little. Ooh, wait, can y'all see that? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Would your protection oils be enough on like a candle or on yourself? But once you're done with the spell, I would then go and wash it off. Like I just wouldn't. You can wear the protection oil all day, but if you're wearing the protection oil in terms of just using it for a spell, Then I would go and cleanse yourself really quickly and then keep on with your day. I also like to cleanse myself usually after spells in general anyways. I take a bath. The fiery wall is that girl. That is everything. Because the fiery wall on a candle at any times or just on, go with your little fiery wall oil and put it on your windows and what are the frame called? Outside of the door. Door frame. You got it. Whatever. Little X's and you're good. You're good to go. So for the herbs, I'm going to create my herbal blend really quick. I'm going to put a singular drop just to get started on my hands. We are going to put more in our blend as we go. Let me push this to the side really quickly. Cha-ching, thank you so much for ordering. I'm going to start with the stinging nettle. This is good for warding off evil. While people are going to be talking, and that's kind of the base of this, we don't need the evil to stick around. It's great for, I also really like this in transmutation in general. You can use it for a bunch of different things, but that's what we're using it for here. When we're at home, because it would take me forever to sit here and pray over it. And also, I'm not technically doing the spell. I'm just like, you know when they had the cooking shows and they would like pull out the pie that they baked earlier? Like that's the vibe. So you want to push energy into each element. You can speak over it, you can tap over them, you can pray over them, however you want to do that. You're telling each element what they're doing for you in the spell. Actually, also what I'm going to do, I should have done this before I put them all over the table. I'm actually going to create a circle with my black obsidian chips and the things that I want later. Because this is, if we create this circle early on, it is going to just keep everything that we're doing within the circle boosted. So I'm going to actually do it count or clockwise around all of the things I want. If you were banishing, you would make it. Is this on camera? Does this show up clockwise or counterclockwise? You can do a salt circle, always that. You could do black salt, really whatever you want. Y'all, our favorite lunch place is closed for like renovations. They're closed until after Christmas. So we have to go to a new place. And it's like, this place is good though, but it's just like, suggest what buy for your business and partner always stays loyal with me. I have an always faithful oil. It's part of my wedding line, but for your business, I would do better business. Lemongrass is great and it's not slept on, but lemongrass by herself is really that girl. You can use her for so many different things. Okay. I'm just filling in some gaps here. Once again, if you have like tumbles, you could put just like 3 tumbles around, 5 tumbles around. It is Venus Day. If you did this with Aphrodite, I fear it would be so vicious. And as you should. If you work with deities too, or ancestors, whomever, that's going to add an extra layer of this that I don't want to confuse people. But with Aphrodite, with your ancestors, whomever, like let them speak. Actually, don't stop them from running their mouth. We're not tying their tongue. Let them speak as much as you'd actually want. Please run it. Let's go. But we just want positive outcomes when they do it. Like you can speak whatever you want to speak. I actually don't care. Please do. It will work for me in the long run. Yeah. Okay. So we've got our circle here, and then I'm gonna place the 2 clear apart from each other, and these before the spell, or you could take your time now to pray over them. I like the water because at certain times, like the sirens for me are everything, always, every single time. They're alluring. That's fine. Speak my name. It's alluring. It might feel good on your tongue. Well, I have to be careful with TikTok. It might feel great. And it's not, once again, we're not tying your name. Please do. Or tying your tongue. Please do. But just know that I'm going to be victorious. Oh, that's why I love upper hand. You guys know I love that oil. Okay. And then I'm going to put the 2, they're across from each other. And then these ones are going to be across from each other too. Does that make sense? Okay, so we have the 2 white sea glass like this, and then we have the 2 amber ones like this. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. And because I have this here ready, my black obsidian sheen here, which is going to be great. And we are enchanting this, like while it is a key point, which you could just use a normal mirror, while it is a key point to the spell, we also are going to enchant this so then it sits on your altar later. Because this is going to get burnt down into candles. You could take a bath with it, whatever you want. And this mirror is just going to sit on the altar, collecting, transmuting. Oh yeah, we had a 3rd one, but I'm using it for you guys. So I am going to place the bowl, whatever you're using to mix up your herbs, place it on top of your mirror, black obsidian sheet. This we'll get to later. So we've got, okay. This is where we have our circle. Don't do the herbs yet because I just got ahead of myself. We prepped our hands with oil and the cologne first and then the oil. And then I'm going to show you guys how to write the petition. Piece of paper, brown paper bag would be great. We're gonna rip. We actually are ripping towards us. You would think that you're banishing. We don't. We want and we need them to be saying your name. So once again, we're ripping towards you. That's fine. We're not stopping them. Blah blah blah. Oops. Okay. This is hard to do off of the ground, but can you still see it when I do it like that? I don't know. So we're ripping towards you. All the man-made edges off, which just means all the like sharp, pretty edges. And then for the sake of this video, I'm going to try to like write it like this. Am I on camera still? Okay. I'm trying not to move too fast through this too. Sorry. Let me know if I am. Or if you have any questions, maybe we'll take a break from starting this. You have any questions about this part yet? Come on, face card never declines. I love face cards so bad. Okay, you're saying the above Twitch camera will catch it. That's true, because then if I don't show it there, I should show it here, huh, Miles? This is better than here. Yeah, just do it there. Okay.
You can flip
I'll show you guys on here in a second. Girl, I'm waiting. Okay, you said I'm ready. So you got your paper that's looking like this. All man-made edges are off. And then I'm going to, you could cleanse it. This is a thought of as a cleanse, but we're also prepping the paper energetically. Oop, okay. And then I'm going to taking a bit of my spiritual cologne that I made on my hands, kind of dipping it in, and then running it clockwise around the edges of the paper and kind of just like all over it. It's not like you don't want it to be soaked, because later we are going, please don't soak it actually, because this is alcohol based and it's going to be up in flames. So we're actually just getting like the essence. It's a little bit slightly damp, but not so that the paper is translucent. Like you can't still write on it and stuff. Like does that make sense? Just a little bit. You want the stuff on there, but you don't need it to be like soaked. And then this is hard to do with this in the middle. Maybe we're going to move this. You also normally would have, you're on your altar and you probably have a little bit more room, but I'm trying to do this so we can all still see what's happening. So next up, we're going to take the want to say my name, and you're going to do a drop in each corner going clockwise. And then we're going to start at the top left and just kind of go around your paper. This is prepping your paper. You don't necessarily need to do this, or you could just do, if you just want to do the say my name and you have a piece of paper and none of the other elements, you actually could just do what we're doing, just the paper part, burn it, take it to the crossroads. And crossroads are anywhere. There's a crossroad right in front of my street, or the store, I mean. So if you're in my store, go out there, blow it out. Any crossroad, doesn't matter. Because we're not burying anything. We don't need any offerings. It's fine. So we have like the smallest bit around here. It's giving uncanny. Stop. Yeah, you can prep it the night before, but I prefer kind of doing it all in one go, because the energy's already here. You don't have to recast any circles or anything like that. We've got our paper ready. You can't burn paper because you live at home with your closed-minded people. Bury it. Do you have like do you have a yard, or do you have, been there 3 times. Thanks for coming. Do you have a yard or somewhere where you could take this and bury it? Okay. So this is ready. I'm going to write here. You can kind of see, we're going to start from top left, like you would normally write on a piece of paper, top left to right and down. I would say, how can you say, let me see. I need to clear off again. This is also, here's what I'm saying about energetic muck. That when there's random, thank you, Xing Xing. When there's random things on my station, I'm like, I can't think straight. This is not the vibe I'm looking for. So I like to clean up. When you're cooking, clean up as your spell goes, or not. Some people like chaos. I don't. So that's just not my vibe. It's like we're on a FaceTime. Hey, hello. This is me with my friends, like teaching them how to do stuff. I'm like, sister, this is what we're gonna do next. I got your back. Okay. How do you find crossroads? So crossroads are literally so it's hard to, anytime there's a juncture in like this. So if you have like a four-way stop, you've got cars coming this way, this way, this way, and this way. There's a ton, if you're anywhere where a city is, there's so many crossroads everywhere. Just like boom, boom, boom. Does that make sense? Or like this for TikTok. Or traffic is going. 4-way stops, yeah. 3-way crossroads are most sacred to Hecate, are they? Tea. You had to go to the woods, depending on your type of magic and also what you're dropping off. Certain things, I'm not going to just go to a crossroad like in the middle of a city and like take it there. Okay, so let's go, John, see how you can still kind of write on here, although there's literally oil in this corner. When friends, because hello, you think they're friends or foe. When friends or foe, why do I have to get so loud? When friends or foe Can I spell? Anyways, don't come for my spelling. When friends or foes speak on my name. And then this is kind of, we're going to write it kind of like it would be a poem. So when friends or foes speak on my name, comma, and then you put your full name in here 3 times. John Doe. It's your name or whoever you're doing it for. So it looks like this. When friends or foes speak on my name, comma, John Doe, John Doe, John Doe, period, underline the last John Doe, period, underline, hello. May the energy, spite, jealousy, what, fill in, gap, blah, 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 whatever you feel that you, whatever. This can be long. May the blah, blah, blah that they speak. This is why petitions are good, because you can write everything, and you should get detailed with them as much as you can. And if you don't have a long enough piece of paper, get one. You can write front and back, but I'm just going to write it kind of short today. But I would fill this up front and back. And if you run out of space, you can turn it sideways and keep write it on there. Gossip, yeah, good or bad. But I feel like, like those kind of things. May they speak, that they speak blessings. So let me go back to what I was saying. After we say John Doe, underline, period, may the energy, spite, jealousy, that they speak, jealousy, whatever, keep going, fill it in. May speak blessings, opportunities. Me saying I'm not giving you the spell. This isn't the spell, but this is like T actually. New friendships and money beyond. I like to say beyond comprehension because I say this a lot. The things that opportunities and like spell, or the things, energies, opportunities, monies, and things that come my way from spells, if sometimes I give them too specific, you want to be specific, but if you put like a cap on them, then things that you would have never even thought could be yours don't happen. So I like to say beyond my my spirits and my like highest what is the word for that? It's like when you can't think of, like you put out your own cap on something, like your
limitation?
Yeah, limitations beyond, or like self-thought limitations, because it's like you don't want it to be out of your limitations, as in like you can't grasp it, hold on to it, and carry on to it, but it's like you don't want it wild as dreams. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, my flow to me. And then you can say, it doesn't have to be exactly this, but I'm just trying to give you guys a little bit of like a base of what we would write on there. So we've got that here. And then what you're going to do, if you invited your ancestors or invoked spirit and anybody deity wise on here, thank them. I always like to thank them on the paper. And then you would write that down. I may bless whomever blessed this work. Thank you, Somo to be. If you want to get spicy with it, put that in there. And then you're going to sign your name at the bottom. Turn the paper towards you. So if I was writing it this way, I would turn it this way. And then you're going to write over John Doe or your name 3 times like this. So you'll write, thank you, cha-ching, cha-ding. So they saw that. You're going to write your name over it 3 more times. And then you're folding it towards you. And I actually am going to drop another drop front and back of this here. This could just be your spell and you burn it out and take it to the crossroads, take the ash out and blow it out. But we're not doing that. We're doing more. Okay. This is actually going to go underneath the mirror because the mirror is going on my altar, but we are going to burn this later. But for this spell, we're going to put the petition underneath the mirror that you have. And then we're going to start our herbal blend. So the petition's done. Does actually anybody in the team want me to do this? And you just have to write your own, me looking at the camera because they're back there. You have to write your own petition. Well, it turns into opportunities and greatness for you. See, the more that they say your name, hey, we can put multiple if you want. If anybody of the other girls want to join. You said me. I hear you should hear the fact.
No, I called it first.
You guys can all join.
I called it first.
You need a dab of
Excuse
this.
the audio.
This is real time witchcraft. So put your hands over this. Hold up. Everybody, you too, Miles.
What?
We'll pass this to you. You just need to get your hands prepared. And then a little dab of the. Give me a little dab of that. Just one finger in there.
One?
Well, you can put multiple. It doesn't matter. Just you need to get your hands a little bit. You just got all of the
Oh no.
No,
dude.
it's okay. Here.
Oh no.
You're gonna need. You just rub your other hand together, and then whatever's left over. So put a little bit on your hands. Just prep your hands before we do the spell work, like. And then since your neck's out, do like a little bit of this. Maybe like the back of your knee. Grace, maybe since your belly's out, just like a little on your belly. Yeah. Okay.
Guys, this smells really good, by the way.
It's nice. Well, and then you're gonna smell clean. Yeah, they said that shit. That's French. A little bit on the paper as well. Sorry, Miles. Did you put any on your paper?
Not yet. My forefinger again?
Yeah, your forefinger.
Around
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
Yeah.
May the shit they talk be transmuted.
Yes. Well, that's why we fill in however you want to talk. However you want to say it works. So I'm putting, you would be probably one, but we have all three. And then we're going to put the candle or the mirror back on top. So now everybody's good with that. We're going to put our herbal blend on top. Okay, so I'm taking my candles. Well, I'm glad we all said it was for money because I'm using money candles. Yeah. Okay, we're cleansing the candles in my water. That's what it is. Really quickly that I made over here on the side. And I am going to dab it off because it's alcohol based and we are going to light these and we don't need this place up in flames. We really don't. And then what I'm going to do really quickly is just cleanse these off, and I'm going to have this part you would do, but because I'm doing these candles for someone else, they're going to do it. Do you want to use my pen? So you're going to write your initials. It would be like John Doe, or your full name if you have space, but there's going to be a lot of people's names on these. So I also would separate them, but we all work together, so it's going to be fine. Yes. So you're going to write your initials on each side going down, up.
Down, up.
Like from this part, bottom, top. Which top would be the wick part? That's a good question because I feel like I don't explain that. We'll hand that to you guys. And then I'm going to make the blend that we're going to dress the candles with. Do a red candle, and then for boosting the strength of it, but then whatever we're transmuting to, want to say my name's Transmutation spelling, yes ma'am. Whatever you're transmuting, like if you're looking for glamour and beauty, I would do like gold or pink, but we're doing money.
Was it broken?
Stay on your side.
Stay on your side.
Stay on your side, dude.
Okay, so I put stinging nettle in there already. We're gonna do a little bit of dill. Dilly vanilla. We are then going to do, in between, I'm doing this a little bit fast, but you are going to want to speak your intention over them. However that push energy into it, we're doing lemongrass next. A pinch of mugwort. What if we're transmuting energy? That's what we are doing, yes ma'am. A little pinch of mugwort. We're gonna do 5 cloves in this blend. So, actually, let me do 7. No, I'm gonna do 10. Sorry. 10 of these, and I'm gonna add some cloves going around. 10 of them going around, all facing in. It's just building up the energy of the spell, so you don't have to be depleted and use all of yours. I think this is 10. Hold up. You asked the derb. You're not asking. You're telling the herb. And oh wait, sorry. Can you guys come back? We need you on the bay leaf. And then I was gonna do 1 bay leaf, but we're doing the spell for 3 people, so we're gonna get 3. Write like a short version of that on the. I'm gonna try to find you kind of bigger bay leaves. On the bay leaf.
Initials, or what?
Petition. So if you have a pen,
shit.
You could just write like. Sometimes I literally just focus what I'm thinking into like a squiggle and or a picture or something that like focuses your energy, because it's just more of like a like it's like a sigil essentially.
Ooh.
I like to do a swirl, and then like you're like thinking and you're praying. It's the same energy of writing a word. It really doesn't matter because we're just gonna burn these. It's just like pushing more energy into it.
Okay.
We're burning these and putting these in the spell. So here, I'll give you all 3. But take your bay leaf, and like I was just saying, if you have enough room, if it's a big bay leaf, write your name or your initials, because it's probably pretty, it's a bay leaf's only so big. And then I do like creating either a sigil or using it would be like active writing. Kind of think of like pushing your energy into something as you're drawing at something, or a picture. It could be, I like a swirl. Y'all know I love a swirl. Because I think I've given you now like 3 different ways to do this spell, which is good. We have different options. Okay, so then you're going to... This is going to be actual fire because I have like multiple. And then if you could, just a drop of each of the... We're going to add a drop of the Wanna Say My Name oil onto your bay leaf. A small, maybe not a full one, just like tap the dropper on there so it's not like soaking wet because we do need to light it. Why stinging nettle? I like it for warding off evil, negativity. Because while we are letting them speak it of you, you don't want it to stick to you. Okay, so we've got... Let me move this to the side because I need to get some things cleared off. We've got... I have to be careful about how I show this. We've got our herbal blend here. We're going to finish that up in a second because you do need to... the bay leaf part you need. I fear this is going to be so smoky. Let me open my water bottle just in case, because you cannot pour the spiritual cologne on it because it's alcohol based, and that's scary. Okay, fire safety. Do we have? Let me move my hair back too.
Not in here.
Not in here. Okay, good. I'm like, are we gonna set off the fire alarm? Okay, let me do these one by one.
Do you want me to open a window?
You think it'll get? I don't know if this. Because then maybe we'll see if it gets bad. Then yes. We're gonna light these. You would normally just have the one. We're gonna light them. It stopped because of the oil. Because you did put a drop of it. You'd be praying over this portion as well. And also, please do this with tweezers or something so it's not your hands, but do as I say.
She's a professional.
Right. Do as I say, not as I do. Is that how that goes? You're going to have to light this a couple times because it is this oily, so. Now we're moving on to the next one. If you're doing this for multiple people, have them have their own bay leaves and their own petitions. I wouldn't put them all in one. You don't want it to get confusing. Whose was the one with the red writing?
Mine.
That was yours?
Stas, I'm telling you, the last spell burnt like madness too, dude. I thought I was gonna burn my house down.
That was so tea. Like comparatively, also like it immediately just felt like fire. What sign are you again? Are you a fire sign?
I'm a Pisces, but I'm
No,
like
it's
the
water.
day before Aries.
Okay, Miles with the energy, the fuck. I was like burning that like, oh. And you know when I do spells for other people, I sometimes get like visuals and I don't really understand them because they're not mine. So I'm like, what's tea? See, and then this one, I think it's because Gigi's had a good amount of. Yours had a bunch of oil on it too, though. Like I had to wipe it off.
True.
It still burnt like crazy. Okay, Miles. Yeah, his self-love candle was like, y'all.
I was FaceTiming my girlfriend at the time, guys, and I wasn't saying anything. I was just like, there's like
you can see
red
that
flashing, and she's like, "What's going on?" I
what's
just
that?
was quiet. I was like,
nothing. You're like, it's burning. Fuck. I have to be careful because it's getting closer to the end. Okay. We're going to keep burning these. Yeah, I had to light yours twice, I think. Ah, okay, careful. And I also just got my nails done, so I don't really want to like burn my nail. So you're getting this down. The point is we want to save, what I'm doing is saving the ash over here in this little thing. So we need, the ash is actually part of the spell that we're going to use to roll our candles in. Why? To just boost all of the part of the spells, all juicy. Can you do a free giveaway where you cast the spell for the winner? That's actually really smart. That I would do. We can do that at when we reach like you know, either 1 million on TikTok on my Stassi Anastasia Moon Girl or /or on YT when we hit like 100,000. I think that's tea. How often do you do this spell, love? I would honestly do it like maybe once a quarter. You can always boost it later with like some dragon's blood because you're gonna keep the mirror. The rest of the elements are going to go. The mirror is going to stay on your altar. And you can always boost that like maybe once a quarter. Or like if you want to monthly with some dragon's blood. I need to light this, but I'm not. I'm really trying not to. I'm being careful, you see? No? Okay. Okay. I don't have my Mokate is somewhere around here, but you want to crush down the ash. It's ash. We're back with this. This is what we have left over. It's just ash. Dragon's blood. You can use incense. You can use the resin. I like the incense is good to wrap around stuff to like boost the spell. Miles Trio tea.
They're asking, dude. I don't know anything about
Miles!
these.
They want a trio! You're not gonna give him one?
Give me a few months, guys.
He's like trying to get, at least he's like open to doing the spell work now.
I'm super open to it.
Okay, so we're gonna, sorry, that was probably loud. We're gonna put the ash from our little container or jar or whatever and put it in with our herbal blend and like stir it all and blend it all together. And we're doing this over the mirror and our petitions because this one, we're enchanting the mirror. I keep saying that, but I want to keep just for people that aren't, maybe aren't here. I don't know. Y'all know, they said, please, Miles. Y'all know me and these portals are late. And I don't realize we're having a portal until I'm like, what is going on with this energy? And the peer pressure, y'all peer pressure us into a lot. It's like, Miles, please. And then we end up doing it. We're like, how do we get here?
It doesn't take much.
No, I'm like, well, we're here. I'm going to put this to the side. We have 2 of the candles. They have everybody's names etched onto it. I'm going to teeter this next thing onto here. And then dress, to change thank you for the order, dress the candles with the Want to Say My Name oil. You can get this on TikTok Shops on the website too. We're not going to get this sopping wet because we just need a little bit enough for the herbs to stick. And because I didn't do too many herbs, we're actually going to put them all here. And we're rolling the candles in the blend. We're rolling the candles in the blend. We're going to keep this here. And then we're actually going to keep this over here because I'm going to now bury, because whatever's left over for the herbs, normally we would put in the circle, offer some to the ancestors. But because I want to enchant, and I have been enchanting this mirror for later use on my altar, I'm bathing the mirror in the rest of my herbs and the ash from the petitioned out bay leaves with our mirror. That's going to stay within our circle. And now we're going to, I'm just going to move these here for a second. So actually we're going to keep these. I think I can flatten them. In the middle, we'll have the petitions. Usually it's going to be 1 petition, but like I said, we have 3. I'm going to attach the candles to the base of my fireproof dish. It's glass, but it's a thick glass. It'll be fine. And to do that, you just burn the bottom of the candle and let the wax cool. And then you're going to stick the wax, the candle in the wax. Okay, so now we have our candles attached. They look like this. You've got our petition underneath it. Your mirror is bathing in the ash and the herbal blend. And then we're pouring just the smallest amount of this cologne, because once again, this is alcohol based and there's a little bit of water in it. We just need this. If you don't feel comfortable, don't do this. But you also are doing this spell while watching over it. You're just doing enough that it can coat the bottom of the spell. And actually I need just like the smallest bit more. You can kind of see how that is. It's just like maybe a centimeter or 2 of the spiritual water that we made. And then I am going to drop right in the center 1 drop of the Want to Say My Name. We're just carrying on more energy here. And then my incense is wrapped, is done, but usually this spell's not going to take you more than 45 minutes, which is like the time that's going to burn down. I would wrap the incense around the spell or the candles after I lit them, and then chant the spell, which I will put the spell for this specific one on Patreon, which is going to be for money. I'll put that up a little bit later. And then you're going to fully let this burn down right before it gets to the water. Or if you like to pour out the water and then let it burn all the way down, I'm just not going to do that. Drink right before we let it get to the water. Also, before you take it out, for the candles all the way down, but right before you want to take your petition out from underneath it and burn it. You're going to save these pieces or the ash like we did earlier with the bay leaves, and you're just going to save it in a little jar or something and take that to the any type of crossroad or juncture and then blow it out. If I usually like to keep a little piece of a spell later just in case, like a tether, but this mirror is going to act as that. So you let this fully burn down. If you have bells or spray, that's up to you. Do that there. You're going to let this burn down to the end. Burn your petition papers that's underneath it that's been going this whole time. And then you're taking that again to the crossroads. And then once everything's here, you clean up everything. You take your mirror and then you put this on your altar. And this is just going to sit on your altar. Don't cleanse off if there's a little bit of, that's crazy. If there's a little bit of herbs, sorry, there's a little bit of chips everywhere. If there's herbs on this, that's fine. You want to leave this here, but you're going to have this on your altar for, like I said, about a quarter. Like quarter's like what, 3 months, 4 months? I would keep it. Just keep it going because that's what the way that the spell is written. And that is your wanna say my name spell. Obsidian mirror on your desk for 3 months. Yes. 3 months at the very least. But I like, this is like kind of spell that you could recharge every single month. Hit quality high. And then just leave it out. How do you recharge? So every month I would do this on the same day. Like, what is it today? Is it the 10th? What day is it today? So the 10th of next month, what I would take is, you can make the same blend as you made here and bathe it again. And then I would take a dragon's blood, either spray, cologne, incense, and wrap it around your not candle. Sorry, girl. This is your mirror. The blend, we have mugwort, dill, stinging nettle. We've got the ash from your bay leaf. We've got lemongrass. The petition, you're going to burn it, take it to crossroads. The ash. The mirror, you could use a glass piece, but that's similar to a mirror. The circle, I have black obsidian sheen chips because they're great for transmuting energy. And then I put 2 amber pieces of sea glass and 2 clear pieces of sea glass with 10 pieces of cloves. Does the mirror need to be locked beforehand? No. Now, if you don't feel comfortable with that, yes, but I don't want to. What did that say about my nose? Oh, under your nose. I thought you were like saying something about nose. I'm like, hello. This spell specifically, we kind of do want to use the mirror as like a conduit. Yeah, also a rebel. That's perfect. Great for traveling spirits. Hello. Travel that name right over here. Speak on it. But yeah, I've had my Patreon, I think, for almost like 6 years now. There's like 500 and something spells, like 550 different blog post spells, kitchen witchcraft, hexes, protections, ancestor works, tarots. Oh my god, there's literally so many posts over there. Somebody was like, they showed me a video of them filling up a notebook of stuff from the Patreon. I was like, girl, it's tea. You're gonna be, there's something for everything over there. So Angelic, thank you so much for being here. I'll see you guys next week. We'll do more spell work. We can vote on like this one. You guys voted. I saw that there was like 70 likes on that comment. So next week, I think on Wednesday or Thursday, I'll come back and I'll ask you guys what you want to see. And then whichever one's voted on the most, we'll give you guys a spell. So thank you for being here. Love her bad, love y'all bad. Want to say my name is on TikTok shop. I missed the 31 days of Samhain. Listen, that was insane when we did that. Maybe we can do something like that in February for like love. Oh girl, but that it's like 31 days. Or wait, I think February is shorter though. It's 28. Yeah, we could. Did you hear my stomach growl? Wait to 1 to eat?
Guys, some lore. Stas will just come in and say she can't wait for lunch, and I'll check my watch and it's like 9:30 a.m. This is like every day.
Like, please, I'm ready for lunch. And I eat breakfast. I'm a hungry girl.